you awake at night? I'm very lucky, and not much keeps me awake, thanks to regular exercise, a cold house, early rising and no children. I'm blessed with 8 hours a night. When I don't sleep, however, it's usually because of something I haven't done that may put someone else at risk, and this usually relates to safeguarding. Welcome to vlog 3 in this series of 5 commissioned by the Carnegie UK Trust to explore some of the practicalities of moving online, particularly for the third sector. Of paramount importance in all this is our responsibility for the safety and well-being of people who are more likely to come to harm than the general population. Why then would anyone choose to put more risk of harm in their way? And yet that is exactly what we've all done by moving absolutely everything online. As the Online Harms Bill passes its way through Parliament, you don't have to have children to be alarmed by some of what it's trying to curb. 99% of our 12 to 15-year-olds are online. From spreading terrorism to scams, online porn, shopping, fake news, the internet is a place of huge and unknown risk. Parents have significant concerns about what their children are accessing online, and not without good reason. I would liken this to my own concerns that are heightened by my own lack of understanding. The internet is also a place of community, support, resources, cost savings, fun and diversion. Most importantly, denying it isn't an option. So what is our responsibility as a sector, as employees, employers, parents, members of the community and custodians of children's safety? And how do we ensure our little bit of the world remains safe? At one end of the spectrum, we have local authorities risk-averse in using social media, and at the other, AI driving our cars. AI isn't so far away and is already being used in the third sector. So what's the role of artificial intelligence here? Is it advice, chatbots, analysing data sets, or managing donations? This is both a great threat to us and an opportunity that we scarcely understand. How do we have these discussions when our knowledge and expertise is so lacking? From workers in the field, management and leadership, as well as governance, I have witnessed anything from outright refusal to adopt technology to alarmingly low levels of understanding. This lack of expertise across the piece has huge ramifications for keeping people safe. What specifically keeps me awake is not AI, but an increase in child sexual exploitation online or financial scamming for people with already limited funds. The online abuse and bullying that so many young people experience on social media, as well as their deteriorating mental health, should be of huge concern to us all, especially now. Balancing our mission, risk and accessibility, choosing which platforms we use and what this means for the team and online safety are daily concerns. Maybe AI should be keeping me awake as one of the biggest threats and opportunities to our sector. And maybe the fact that it isn't is indicative of my own lack of knowledge and awareness. The sector just isn't getting the support it needs with any of this. There's lots of focus on child protection training, county lines awareness raising, and there were lots of GDPR workshops, whilst no attention is being paid to the risk our online systems and tools pose and the practical support that we need. From social media and its private messaging to using our own computers on public Wi-Fi and during lockdown providing devices. If we were truly aware of all the risks, we probably would end up doing nothing at all. One option, of course, is to pack up and go home, and some did during the first lockdown. But we believe in face-to-face work, and if we can't do it, well, maybe we'll do nothing. That would be one approach, but we couldn't because people need us now more than ever. Our delivery and one-to-one conversations have for some time been ubiquitous via WhatsApp, and while Zoom was new to the people we support, the concept of video calls was not. So during lockdown, we invited people to engage with us more via social media, YouTube, via our newsletters, our website, calls, emails and other messaging, and this did require some support. Our values will always sit behind these approaches, and for online delivery, as we move towards group online delivery, our aim is to retain the fun and interactivity as routes to engagement and trust. We all had to move fast, and there's bound to be some risks in doing that. In addition to our Zoom icebreakers, introductory sessions and standard online delivery, we also developed Zoom guides as well as visual guides on how to create safe email addresses and passwords and use Zoom safely. Questions about people's digital skills, knowledge, connectivity, resilience and confidence have become the norm as we build a picture of digital exclusion and risk. As time passes, we're reminded of our role as an organisation to be safe and have good systems that keep all our people, including staff, safe too. For example, we know that people now use private messaging function across social media, so our congruence with our boundaries are everything right now. Whether digital or not, our people know that, for example, we're not a crisis service. We don't run an out of hours provision. This conversation forms part of our staff induction, but equally has to evolve as we grow. Platforms get used differently, taken over by other members of the team, and new challenges occur as we adopt new platforms. Contact in this way isn't going away, so it's simply no good putting our sector head in the sand or throwing up our arms with the excuse, I don't like Facebook, or I don't use it in my private life, so I don't understand it. The people we support do. We have a huge amount to learn, and like many, are learning as we go. Trusting people with common sense is important, and balance this with not making assumptions that just because people do use Facebook in their private lives, that they understand its settings and risks and algorithms. We have so far to go on this part of our digital journey, and honestly, we've just begun. It will continue to keep me awake at night because it is moving at such pace and I can't possibly keep up. It seems that this then answers the question about how we move forward to keep people safe, by bringing this expertise into the team. Ultimately, and regardless of just the online challenges, we have to care about our people. We have to want to keep them safe, rather than being paralysed by what we don't know and using it as an excuse to do nothing. I really hope you'll join me for vlog 4, when I'll be exploring the impact of going digital on our outcomes and achieving our mission.